Dying Light, the Beast gameplay and features. The Dying Light franchise has rapidly secured its position as a standout in the realm of zombie gaming by merging intense first-person combat with exhilarating parkour mechanics, all set against vast, perilous landscapes. The series has consistently provided players with an engaging and pulse-pounding survival adventure. With the impending release of Dying Light, the Beast developer Techland is set to revisit its foundational elements, presenting a more concentrated narrative that allows the heightened character of Kyle Crane to thrive in an even more treacherous environment. After spending over 4 hours immersed in the initial stages of Dying Light, the Beast, I reconnected with Kyle Crane as he navigates a world that feels increasingly savage in the aftermath of the second installment. The experience of playing the Beast felt akin to stepping into a turbocharged version of its predecessor. So much so that you might as well dub it Super Dying Light. With that in mind, let's explore 6 of the most thrilling and transformative enhancements that this upcoming sequel promises to deliver. 1. A sharper narrative focus with Kyle Crane's return. In its previous outing, Dying Light 2 took significant strides toward crafting an RPG-style narrative with high-stakes decisions that influenced the game's outcome. While that ambition was commendable, it didn't fully hit the mark in terms of cohesion within the overarching plot. In contrast, the Beast zeroes in on a more defined narrative, featuring the return of Kyle Crane, who has undergone harrowing experiments following the surprising conclusion of the Dying Light 1 expansion, the following. Driven by a desire for vengeance against the enigmatic antagonist known as the Baron, Crane must reacquaint himself with his survival skills while harnessing some potent new abilities to bolster his chances. The game also incorporates more immersive character interactions reminiscent of Mass Effect, enabling players to delve deeper into the storyline and uncover layers of Dying Light's lore. I genuinely found this renewed emphasis on storytelling and character development refreshing, particularly as it places Kyle at the heart of the action. Additionally, it offers an intriguing opportunity to explore how the world has transformed following the events of Dying Light 2. 2. Jumping into action. Dying Light. The Beast sets an aggressive tone right from the beginning, signaling a return to a more ruthless representation of the series. The early combat scenarios illustrate just how relentless and intimidating the infected can be, as even the weaker foes can catch players off guard if vigilance lapses. Thankfully, Kyle Crane emerges as a far more skilled survivalist than he was before. Many moves that were previously divided among different skill trees, like high parkour jumps and counter grabs, are now readily accessible in Crane's core abilities. Players can also perform new takedowns on weakened enemies that resemble dramatic glory kills, whether they're dealing with standard or tougher foes. I truly appreciated being able to unleash these skills without needing to grind through repetitive gameplay to regain essential abilities. This enhancement instilled a greater sense of confidence as I confronted enemies wielding weapons like hammers or machetes, largely due to Crane's newly acquired powers. Yet, even with these upgrades, combat encounters still posed overwhelming challenges at times, prompting the need for strategic retreats to recover. Luckily, players can unlock fresh skills that help balance the odds, such as the reintroduction of the thrilling flying drop kick and an array of new Beast abilities that Kyle can utilize. 3. Streamlined skill acquisition. In previous installments, players had to navigate a complex skill tree divided into combat, parkour, and survival categories, with personal playstyles influencing progression. However, Dying Light. The Beast simplifies this process by implementing a standard leveling system, allowing players to allocate earned skill points across the combat and traversal categories as they see fit. This modification ensures more balanced character growth, addressing the uneven advancement seen in its predecessors. Nonetheless, the unique Beast skill tree requires a bit more effort to unlock abilities. Players will need to defeat various Chimera bosses dispersed throughout Castor Woods, revealed during both story missions and concealed locations. Successfully vanquishing a Chimera grants Crane a sample that expands his arsenal of powerful skills. 4. Entering Beast mode. Excitingly, Dying Light. The Beast introduces new abilities that have been hinted at throughout the series. Once enough damage has been dealt or sustained, Crane can activate a Beast mode, which enhances his melee attacks and agility, enabling him to unleash fury upon both standard and elite infected alike. With this state engaged, players can execute impressive moves such as running jumps, ground slams, and even hurling rocks at opponents, much like those frustrating bruisers encountered in earlier titles. The developers even compared Beast Mode to the thrilling experience of collecting a power pellet in Pac-Man, where you transform into a formidable force against your foes. While Beast Mode provides significant advantages in battle, it does unfortunately activate the moment the meter fills, potentially causing some awkward situations as the combat begins to wind down. 5. Reviving survival horror with increased threat levels. A moment that evokes a sense of trepidation for every Dying Light fan occurs when night falls, transforming the game into a genuine survival horror experience as more powerful, unpredictable infected emerge. Dying Light 2 relaxed the intensity of nighttime gameplay, aiming to make it more accessible, but this approach somewhat compromised the overall experience. Although this was later adjusted through patches, the Beast fully embraces the essence of survival during the night. With Crane's enhanced Beast abilities and a vast selection of weapons at his disposal, I still felt a shiver of fear when searching for safety as darkness enveloped the land. In one particularly harrowing scenario, I found myself cornered on the rooftops of the Old Town district, surrounded by 3 fierce volatile infected hunting for me after a poorly timed jump left me exposed on the streets below. The volatiles possess a heightened level of aggression and intelligence, making nighttime exploration a truly unnerving affair. Nonetheless, the Beast adeptly navigates the spectrum of survival, granting players the means to survive while also rendering them vulnerable in tense moments. 6. A full-fledged sequel, not just an expansion. Initially, many fans, myself included, were concerned that Dying Light, the Beast, would be a more compact follow-up to the series. However, after experiencing a hands-on preview, it's evident that Techland is delivering a genuinely standalone game. The scale of the Beast aligns more closely with the original installment of Dying Light, which the developers have indicated was the ideal balance for emphasizing the more aggressive nature of their open-world survival mechanics. Based on my brief experience, what makes Dying Light the Beast shine is its ability to blend the most compelling features of both the original and its predecessor. It adopts a more nuanced approach in conveying its principal narrative and character arcs from the second game while preserving the hard-hitting action and tense atmosphere that the first title was known for. By avoiding the confusion often associated with Dying Light 2's intricate storylines, the Beast dives headfirst into Crane's quest for revenge, brimming with the thrills and chills that fans have come to expect from the series. This emphasis on focused gameplay is what many enthusiasts are eagerly anticipating with the next chapter in this thrilling saga. So, are you ready to see Kyle Crane take on this fierce new world? What aspects of the Dying Light series have you found most exciting or controversial? Share your thoughts below.